Let's stink this place up. Everyone.
What
What is today? Tuesday? Tuesday in it. Streaming.
And creaming. Copy the links. Boom. 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 Mm-hmm. 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 All right. Let's see. Okay.
Okay. What's on the list? What's on the list?
Got my
Water here.
Got
My phone's a little hot
in sunny California today. So I might turn on my fan at some point. Actually, turn on right now. Just be chilling. We're just gonna be chilling. Okay. So, what did I want to do? Let me check my list. So the next one is something that I've kind of been waiting to do for a while. I think it is time to finally do it. Let me see. Do you have the crawl? Let's see if we go to animations. Which animations? Booyah! Double audio? Really? Is it not How about this? Does this make it go away? Oh, my Yeti is plugged in. There we go. Echo. I guess I can turn this back up now, huh? This is good now, right? Fix Ed. What is up, Brother Bear? What is up, Brother Bear? Hello. I got some clips recently, and I don't know where I put them. I gotta go take my test now. Oh, good luck. Good luck. Can't stay. Good luck. Go play Crazy Taxi. Or, make great game today. I will make great game today. I will make very good game. Get 'em game. Get 'em. I'm coming online right now. I'm coming online, but you have a very good test, whether it be written or behind the wheel. You're the greatest driver of all time. Go, go, go. Go, Speed Racer. Go, Speed Racer, go. Jiminy, I don't know where the... I don't know where the hell the animations I got are. Which... I actually might need to download it. You know what? Maybe I didn't get what I thought I got. We're gonna bust out Mixamo. Mixamo. 1 second. Yes'm. Okay. Okay, this is what we're looking at. Alright, what we want is like stand up. Or do they just have straight up crawl out? What about out? If I search out. Because what I want is like an animation of the witch crawling out of the... What's this? No. Yeah, I hope Booyah Grand MMA takes my advice to change lanes every 2 minutes. If you do it, can you imagine running that bit? It's like, it's safe, it's fine, but you just keep doing it for fun. I guess that's kind of reckless, huh? You can't be having fun out in the streets. But it's kind of a good bit, because then you can ask your driving instructor, like, oh, why not? You know, it's like, there's nothing wrong with what I'm doing. Malicious compliance, you know? Still putting on your blinkers, like signaling, checking all your windows, but just every 2 minutes. That'd be pretty good. It's a good bit. Give me a crawling out of a hole animation. It's all Daddy wants. Is it illegal? I didn't think so. Andrew definitely gonna say some shit like, oh, I thought this was America. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was America. None of these look like it. I might just have to get like a, oh, what about like climb up? Because maybe there's like a, no. What about this? Nope. What about, see, I kind of see like, I guess I can combine animations. I could have swore I downloaded this, but maybe not. Get this, and then, oh, climbing. What about this? No, it's not. Okay, how about just stand up? Something like this, honestly, the end of it. Like right. No, that's not right either. Oh. Yeah, that's not bad. I just wish she didn't land facing the other direction. I wish it was like standing up at a different angle. This one's not bad. Time to learn animation, or maybe get this, Fiverr, or hit up my friend with a mocap suit. I don't wanna fucking animate, bro. I love animation, by the way. I love animating. I grew up, also crazy timing, or not crazy timing, but just like, I was just talking to a friend about migrating from the Adobe suite over to other things, and how the last thing I have is Photoshop, but that I would come back to Creative Cloud if I ever got back to any of my animation for Adobe Animate, aka Macromedia Flash. And then this morning I woke up to the news about Adobe discontinuing Animate. Yeah, they're killing it. I know, bummer. But it's just crazy timing that just like, I was just fucking talking about that. Dude, fuck them so bad. I really do love that program too. It's just, I mean, they're literally asking the world to pirate their software. You know, they're literally asking the world like, oh, you know what? We're gonna make decisions that will sort of back you into a corner that will require you to go acquire an illegal license of the game. That's what they're doing. Am I gonna do that? Who's to say? Who's to say? This is all sort of theorizing and just sort of talking out my ass. So who's to say? I saw the Salad Fingers guy post about it earlier today. Oh, David Firth. I haven't heard from him about it, but I did hear from some indie devs. Yeah, I grew up with Flash. I used it, the last time I used it was back in 2020. I made a short animation about like me and my ex. I made like a music video for like a little romance song. I was really proud of it, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to make another one of these. And then I now that's my ex, first of all, and then now Adobe's killing Animate. So it's, you know, the cards are stacked against me. Yo, Killer Potato, what's up? What's good? Welcome in. Hello, welcome in. How you doing? How are the matches going, by the way? Yo, wow, double, huh? Just jacking up my viewer count. The fucking YouTube and Twitch accounts. Bad? Well, you know, ebbs and flows. And like, discontinuing a product was already insane enough, but he didn't post the second paragraph of the email where it said that you won't be able to access your files, so export them while you can. Like, what, how does that work? Is it gonna phone home and brick itself? Like, what? Yeah, Adobe does have some interesting shit where it's like literally the starting years ago at this point, Adobe had like introduced this whole, like, you can't use our older versions of Adobe even though they're available for you to download, and it was some like legal thing, and it was like the question was more about whether or not they're really going to enforce that kind of thing, but still, like, they sort of set a precedence by saying we're illegally allowed to do X, Y, and Z. And yeah, I mean, like, this is all the whole, you know, what is it, you fucking never own anything kind of philosophy. I mean, yeah, I don't know. So you get what the irony is that, like, when I did my last project, I was actually learning a workflow that required me to export my animations as image sequences, which is not within Flash. So I would do all the animations and drawings within Flash, or Animate rather, and then I would export an image sequence of .pngs, and then I would do all the compositing and all the other cool shit inside of After Effects. And yeah, so it kind of sucks because now I'm like, shit, like, I guess like After Effects was really what I liked, but I think a lot of things I did in After Effects I actually know how to do now, mostly outside of that program. Maybe there's some other things actually that are, no, there's actually some tools that I used in After Effects that are really good that there aren't quite alternatives for yet. Which is another Adobe product, which fucking sucks, man. Okay, I need to find this animation. What do I got? Not a lot of good options. Not feeling good about this. What's this? I feel like I'm gonna need that eventually. I'm just gonna download this because how am I not gonna use that? A praying animation? Let's fucking go, dude. I'm just gonna save it in here. Praying. Okay. Climbing to top is actually, like, if you kind of look at it like this. Where is it? Like right here. No, actually, because it's almost like the handle's too high. No. What about, let's trim it to like right here. Does that kind of look like crawling out of a chimney? What if I slowed it down? Because the vibe kind of isn't there, huh? Yeah, but also you can't replace the frame-by-frame animation with After Effects. There's only interpolation in After Effects. Yeah, I mean, that's why it's like the workflow that I had, it was only good for the fact that I was doing my compositing later. And within Animate, I was still using the tools and the interface. Like, more importantly, I think the interface of literally the old school in Flash, like each little individual keyframe, the icon for that, and sort of like the readability of that, I always thought was so intuitive, and being able to tween things and having objects, grouping objects, manipulating manipulating like brush strokes and vectors, and using the pencil tool and the bucket and all that. Like all the tools of Animate are I mean, yeah, I'm gonna miss that because I have like Procreate and stuff, and I've used a bunch of other like animation programs, and I'm sure like on a long enough timeline I can get used to them, but yeah, it just sucks when you have to. What the fuck are those female standing poses, bro? Oh yeah, this. What if my witch showed up like this? Uh-oh, I'm just a little witch. I'm so ditzy and uh-oh. I'm so evil. Like, don't peek up my skirt. That's what this is, right? It's giving a little too much of that energy. What about crouch to stand? Stance? What's snance? Snance. Okay, don't need that. What this? I don't like this. Laughing at that. Are you laughing at snance? Any of y'all know what snance is? Snance. Oh. It's too. What if I slowed it down? Or style? What's the styles? Okay. What? I don't get what that is. That's kind of interesting. I can fuck with that as like this is what plays when she comes out of the. Okay, hang on. What does it look like? Versus. That one, it kind of has. This one feels more like an old lady doing it, right? What do you guys think? It's like the witch crawls out of the chimney, and this is the animation that plays. Like you can kind of imagine her materializing as this plays, because I don't, you know, like I'm not gonna go through the full thing of like animating her crawling out of the chimney and all that stuff. So if I just spawn her at the sort of mouth of the chimney inside your home, like at your, rather at your fireplace, right? And then this animation played sort of as she was like materializing. I don't think anything. I'm kind of anti-thinking. Clearly, yeah, probably. So there's this one, right? And then, okay, I don't know if you guys can see really the difference here, but this one versus this one. So this one, to me, feels like a little bit more stylish and a little creepier. But it almost like, I don't know, it's almost like the acting choice of it feels too obvious, whereas this one is a little bit like more like understated. It's just kind of plain just standing up. And even the posture after is a little bit more for like a haggard, old, out of shape witch woman, you know, like the way she kind of pulls back like that. Right, like this. It's very understated, whereas this one is like very like the actor performing it thought about it for 7 hours, tried a million different permutations, and then landed on this and was like, yes, I am like expressing the insanity through this. Right? Am I crazy? Doesn't this feel like a little obvious of a choice? Maybe this needs like arm space. No. Yeah, the way this reads to me is like, I am an actress from Los Angeles. I'm 21 years old. I do Pilates. And here's the decision I landed on for my big reveal scene as the witch. Right? Isn't this one better? I can't fucking tell anymore. I'm just gonna, let me see. Because maybe this one's actually just good. You know what? I can't. I'm gonna make a decision in less than 1 minute. Yeah, you know what it is? Here's the thing. I'm not super excited about either of them. But this one, the little slouch at the end is a bit doofy to me. This little right there. Watch me pause it. Then go to the frame. Right there. It's just kind of like, duh. Whereas the way she lands here, I'm not crazy about the pose either, but I don't fucking know. The more plain one is a little creepier. Is it? It's kind of right. It's a little less intentional. The other one feels like an acrobat. This one just feels like a thing. Acting is about conveying. If it's too understated, the audience may not register it as something supposed to happen, and will take them out of the immersion, which is the opposite effect. Yeah, but I mean, I think that's the thing too, is that like this, what it's trying to convey, right? Like what this conveys to me, this conveys to me a sort of like lack of consideration, of almost like a sort of like a, what do you call it, like a nonchalance. This is a very nonchalant way of standing up, and then this one is a very showboaty and theatrical way of standing up. This one's like, ta-da, I'm creepy, and then this one is like, I don't really care what you think, I'm here now and I'm ready to kill you. Like, that's what this one reads for me. You know what, like, I don't I guess I just have to make a fucking decision. I think this one's just it. Literally the only thing that was making me consider downloading the other one, where I was like, oh, like normies probably want the thing that reminds them of the way the Netflix actress would have done it. Okay. Sorry, Netflix actors. Okay, the animations save in Witch Animations, and we'll call this Witch Stand Fireplace. Yeah, the one with the weird arc. The arc makes it too human. The arc makes it, yeah. It's like it's too theatrical. I wouldn't say both of them feel human enough, but one of them has like a sort of like lack of consideration for the viewer, and then the other one has like, oh, eyes are on me. I must present myself as like weird and creepy, like or by the book. Like traditionally, we know that this is what creepy is. Whereas the other one, I think it's like it's so unconcerned with like presentation, and it's so plain that it almost just comes off more natural and more like you know, there's a stronger presence in that. Like you have more power in like in not trying to fucking be such a tryhard, you know. Okay, we're gonna go with that one. So also try both in the Witch. Yeah, I'm gonna give this one a go, and if it doesn't work out, I'm down to give the other one a go too. No doubt. So what the hell did I call it? Witch. Oh, there we go. Stand Fireplace. Okay, you go to Rig, Humanoid, Apply. Animation, let's bake into pose. Let's bake all these into pose, and then apply. Yeah. Okay. And then Y offset is up and down, but then the XZ, what about this? Ah, here we go. Yeah, this is nice, this is nice. Boom. Okay. And it doesn't loop. Okay. Take the animation, duplicate it, call this witch stand fireplace. NPCs, witch, scene, animator controller, witch stand fire. This one. Put it right here. And then let's see, where is she at? She's right here. I'll turn these off and we're just gonna give it a quick preview. Yeah, I guess I could have done to extended her arm because her arms kind of clip through her a little bit. That's unfortunate. Let me see. It's called like stand from crouch, I think. Agility is all the way down. Character arm space is up. Yeah, okay, there we go. So I'm just gonna stop this really quick and we're gonna download a replacement. Boom. 1 second. Witch stand fireplace. Save, yes. Close. All right. Do I have to change this shit again? No. All the stuff kept. Okay. Okay, good. Delete that. Then take this, delete or duplicate, rename it, witch stand fireplace. All right. Animator, boom, boom. Now let's see what she looks like when she does it. There we go. Much better. Great. Great, 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 great. I like it. Okay. So I need to find out when the hell this happens. So the witch, the baby can be sort of stolen when the player doesn't see it, which is a very different thing from when the witch is actually physically present, like and the player can see the witch. And somewhere in that logic, I need to steal some of the logic from when the baby gets magically whisked away and plug it into when the witch is actually present. So I have a document here, and we're gonna put the to-do list. We'll put the to-do list right here. Oh, here we go. Enter through chimney. Change kidnap logic to add the sequence when the baby is home. If door is locked and fireplace is not lit, either fade in or just spawn in. Let's see. Spawn in plus fade in. Spawn her at the fireplace. This is a redundancy. Fading in. Play the animation of standing up. Or actually invisible at this point, right? And then play the animation of standing up while fading in. Play some soot particle clouds. I think you do that before this. And then you make soot footprints as she walks. Okay. So that's what happens when she actually arrives. I don't know when to actually cue that yet, so let's just make it happen first. We could turn off. We can add a new FSM that will just deactivate some shit. We'll call this Enter Fireplace. Or we'll call this Fireplace Entrance. Enter Fireplace. Does that... We'll call... Sorry, Fireplace Entrance. And then... on a knit, we'll do some shit, and then you disable some FSMs, disable FSMs. All right, we're gonna put enable FSM in here, boom, 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 back, and then disable. Oh, duplicate these. Okay, it's gonna disable wander. It's gonna disable. Oh, my ears are popping. Chase. It's gonna disable. Encounter trigger. Gonna disable what else? Oh, which sequences? I think no, I'll skip it for now. This is like a temporary solution for testing. And then, I mean, this might stay here, as things tend to do. So after you do that, we just want to, you know what we need to do is we need to get or find game object. How should I do this? Let's put a weight in here. And then it'll find a spot called Fireplace Entrance, or Fireplace Witch Entrance. And we'll mark that as such. Let's go back out to the scene and make that before I totally forget. World, players area, home, cooking pot. It's about the closest thing, right? And I'll make a new 3D object cube and call it Fireplace Witch Entrance. Where the fuck is it? Holy shit. Move to view. Okay. Spin it around. I think we put her like right here, basically. Right? Something like that. Is that on the nav mesh? It's pretty good, right? Back her up a little bit. Okay. Disable the mesh renderer. Get rid of this box collider. Tag it as a spot. Okay. And then so now she has access to that. Fireplace entrance. Okay. And then we do an agent warp. Got to make a new variable called witch root that we can keep referring to, because that's what has the agent on it. We'll do get position from the, in fact, we could do this on init. We can get the position of the fireplace, which entrance, vector 3, call this, we'll just call it destination v3. Okay, new position. Oh wait, no, hold on. We'll do a nav mesh sample position first, just to really make sure. Okay, within 2 units. Within 1 unit. It should put her somewhere safely. And then the position gets stored as that. And then we'll make this an action sequence. Agent warp, the new position is that. Very cool. Set rotation. I think what we do too is like reset path. We have to do agent reset path. I think we do this at the top. Tell her first, stop going where you're going. Go to this new spot and rotate this way. We'll use the Euler angles one. We'll call this like entrance rotation, or we could just call this rotation. So we want to get rotation, probably up here in the beginning. Getting the rotation of the fireplace, storing as that. Boom, boom, boom. I think that is it. So she should stand there. Okay, but what that also means is before she goes there, we want to send event. I think you could do broadcast all. And you just say global events, which disappear, and then you do a wait right after that, and you wait like 1.5 seconds or 2 seconds just to make sure she's extra disappeared. Okay, so this will be disappear. Boom, boom. Then you warp. Then you reappear. Broadcast all. Global events which reappear. Okay. Reappear. And we're also going to do the animator play. Animator play. And what the hell is that one state called? Witch stand fireplace. Let's just copy the text so I don't fuck it up. No fucking this one up. Boom. Okay. And then just for shits and giggles, we'll have her like move towards the player. I have a question. What happened to the Steven Scott Knight? You can't keep the truth away. All caps, Steven. Stop asking questions. Stop asking questions. Just game object. I'm not gonna play ball. I'm not gonna be a part of this pony show. I can do that. I did do that. I'll do it again. And I'll do it every night. I'll do it every morning. I'll do it in the shower. Find game object. Player. Player. Every night. Excuse it. They're catching on. I can't even speak in code anymore. Sorry, I'm just like, you're making me also think about real conspiracy theorists with like current events related to like ICE and fucking Epstein and all this shit, and I've just heard such madness. It is so insane watching people run circles around their fucking conspiracy theories. Which route is gonna go to play? All right, we're gonna try this out. Here we go. This is gonna be it. This is gonna be sick. It's gonna be absolutely sick. What's this? Hold on. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Trigger threshold is also gonna be like 0.1. And there's gonna be no arrive threshold, so it just keeps following. She just keeps following us. Oh, but then after that, she needs to do like a. Hold on, we'll do an animator play too. Yeah. This one is witch walk slow. Okay, I feel like this will work. Let's also just let's see, set a start state. This is like a testing buffer. It is so insane. Yeah, it's totally bananas. It is totally bananas. All right, I get to press the play button. I get to press the fucking play button. All right, we're gonna wait a total of 4 seconds before she does everything that I just told her to do. Please work, please work, please work, please work. All right, we're gonna, you know what I kind of feel like doing? I'm gonna search in Epidemic Sound, like creepy tension. We're gonna find some good track to play for this sequence. Some of these are just such cheese. Okay, I can fuck with this. This is decent. Okay, ready. Here we go. right, so she should just... Wow. Okay, right here, right here. It would have happened by now, right? Oh, duh. Okay, ready? Forgot to bring her out. Here we go. Oh! Let's fucking go! That was pretty good. That was pretty good. That was pretty fucking good. The YouTube stream link in Discord is to the stream you ended before. Oh shit, really? Oh, okay. Bet. I need to fix that. I could have swore it's a universal link. Holy shit, hold on. That was really good. That was really, really good. Let's run that back. And I will go to... I'm gonna go to my YouTube really quick just to see, copy link address, and then change it to use that. There we go. Okay. Yo, but how absolutely clutch was that? How absolutely clutch was that? Yo, it's actually fire, right? Wasn't that actually pretty fucking good? Hang on. It could use a little bit of... What went wrong? It's like her animation didn't play when it got to the... It didn't play the... where the hell is it? Fireplace entrance. Witch walk slow. It's like I didn't give her an... Well... Reappear, and then she does that. Okay, it's like I need to give her a moment, right? So it's like... What is the... Hang on. We're gonna pause that. We're gonna look at the animation for stand fireplace. It's like 5 seconds on the dot, basically. Where is she? Okay, it's 5 seconds on the dot. So I could just put, I could have put an animation event, but this is, I mean, in fact, I could just put it in here. This will send finished. Okay, there we go. Reappear, and then this will follow player. Which route? Yeah. Okay, cool. In fact, this will be 5.1, just to be extra safe. All right, let's try it again. Fire it up. Cue the creepy soundtrack. Okay. Bring her out. Put her there. Here we go. That didn't feel right either. Oh. That didn't feel right. Nope. That one got kind of fucked up, huh? We're dialing it in. The first one was really good. The first test I got a little lucky on, but she didn't play the walking animation after. But now, let's see. Fireplace entrance. You know what it needs to be? It's like she warps, set rotation, and then reappear. It's almost like I gotta do somehow. I gotta ensure that this is playing. can I make this? Yeah, I'll make this an action sequence, and then I'll put in a little wait right here, 0.1 seconds. Okay. And then I'm not really sure. It does her reappear. It waits 5.1 seconds for the full animation to play. Oh, brother, I'm doing this so ass backwards. Hang on. I'm so dumb. I literally put these backwards. X V X V. So I bet you that would have worked before, actually. I'm stupid. Okay, so let me. I see where I made my mistake. I can get rid of this. This can still stay like this. And then we play the walk slow when we actually start getting there. Okay. Here we go. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay, it works. I think that works nicely. Oh shit, she blocks the hell out of you. Interesting. I bet you I can do this. Let me see. If I pause it and I literally just turn that FSM off and on, we can see it happen again. I just want to see what it looks like from different angles. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Just gonna cue it a couple more times, just see if there's any. I think it would be nice because I'm playing this like music in the background off of Epidemic Sound, but I think it would be cool to put in some cool audio stings when it happens too. Like if the player can see her when she's fading in, then play a sting. Otherwise don't, because then the sting, it kind of gives it away as to what's happening. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty good. I do like that a lot. You know what? Okay. You stay away from me. Yeah, okay. I would call that a success. Back to the funk. Back to the funk. Okay. So now that that looks right and feels right and everything, I am kind of wondering, like, when does it happen? You know, like what? So if the door is locked and where? Okay. Oh, play some soot. You know what? I'm gonna skip on the soot cloud particles for now. We're gonna delete that step. We're gonna make our lives a little bit easier. Spawn at the fireplace, yes. Play the animation, yes. And I'll even skip the soot footprints for now. I think I will in the future put the soot footprints. But yeah, not now. It's not super important. It'll be a really good touch, but if door is locked and fireplace is not lit. Yeah, we already know the conditions for that. Change kidnap logic to add the sequence when the baby is home. Is that all that happens? Because I guess the unfortunate thing is that, like, I think what the baby logic is, let's go look at the baby. And also skip this fucking stupid music. Okay. The baby could go to witch kidnap. Turn on the fan. It just says player see baby, husband see baby, husband is home. Player home door locked, husband is dead, husband is home. I think the husband being home is a fair enough sort of like nuclear, like it's kind of like a hard and fast rule where it's like the witch can't do this as long as the husband's home, because then we have to do too much shit about like if the husband's looking in the right direction or whatever. And I kind of just like the idea of the husband just being a sort of alert enough person and a character that he'll be aware if he hears somebody climbing down the chimney, you know? So it's like, instead of having to simulate all that, we just assume that the witch doesn't do it when he's home. And so I think player has anti-witch, player has baby. I just want to make sure that all these conditions make enough sense where it's like, if the kidnap does happen, do we just literally just queue up that sequence? I kind of think we do, right? Okay, so there's two parts of me. There's two things I'm considering. One is that, like, yeah, I think this should just cue the sequence, like I just said, because there's going to be points where maybe the player has their baby at home, and that's funny. They're gonna have their baby at home, and they're gonna be doing other things at home where maybe they're not looking at their baby. And so in those sort of short moments around the house, the witch might take that opportunity, and then so the player might turn and look and see the witch is already walking towards her baby, right? Now, that's sort of an obvious point to put this in. That's sort of an obvious, like, yeah, we definitely do that. But the not so obvious one, I think, is, do you make the witch enter the home to even attack the player at some point? And I think that maybe the answer to that is that there is some progression in, because as of right now, I've been manually sort of authoring the levels of aggression of the witch. I give her all these different behaviors, and I've just been playing with all of them and then seeing, okay, well, which one of these feels like more intense, or which one of these is like, you know, I've been trying to like rank them as I build them, and then I'm trying to slowly roll out those behaviors during the in-game time progression. So day one, she's like, the way she behaves is far more like docile or whatever, and then day two, she gets a little closer to you. Day three, she's like full on chasing you. Day four, etc., 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 right? So I think that if there is a version of her being able to enter your home to just attack you, it would maybe happen because it's like in a later day, like maybe like day 4 or something. Or honestly, maybe even day 3. Day 3 could be when it's like you need to constantly keep your fireplace lit if you're home. Like, to have a properly locked down home, you need to lock your door and have enough firewood going, or else she's just gonna come through the fireplace and get you. But in the beginning, she won't do that, you know? So if that's how that works, then the question is like, when does she, because she's just, she would be aware of where the player's home is. It's not like she has to like search for the player necessarily. It kind of has to be about like some, I don't know, just there's something that kind of has to make it happen enough where it's something that is on the player's mind and the player has to worry about, but also doesn't feel like the player is just being bombarded with the witch trying to get into her house, because then it just becomes like a fucking tower defense game, right? And then if she does try to come at you in your house, what follows? You know, do you lead her out of your house and then try to get back in and close the door on her again? Like, that sounds like a perfectly viable option. But then, like, does she just keep coming back after that? Is it just this onslaught? Like, when does she kind of learn her lesson and then go like, dang, I gotta get out of here, you know? Like, she has to let up eventually. She can't just keep trying to get into your house that way, right? I need to give that some more thought. Maybe we work on some more things like mechanically, and then I can actually put all these chunks together later. Let's see what we have on the list. So through Chimney, add this kidnap logic. Okay, I'll add it to the baby logic right now. So in this kidnap part, this is just if the baby's at home. So kidnap not at home. And then you have kidnap at home. What I don't understand is, how does the baby ever get kidnapped when the door isn't home? Oh, is it because she opens the door? Is that why? Kidnap. Oh, this just asks, is the door open? Ah, right. Because if the player's not home, then the witch just opens the door. Okay. Or that's actually not true then. This isn't... I think I need to think more about this later too. I'm just gonna keep calling this kidnap. Because I don't want to have too many redundancies here. I just want to make sure that these two systems work very nicely together. I'm gonna have to just think about that. Okay, then this is almost done then. We'll keep this checklist alive. Or you know what? Yeah. player, curse check, FSM, checks all the ways the players may be cursed and sets one master is curse pool. Add more bushes. Oh, should I add more bushes around? Let's just go put some more bushes around. Let's do that. Let's do that. It's kind of an easy win. There's the young woman's house. And let's go look at these bushes. Okay, planter 7. I think I just need to turn this thing into a prefab, right? Prefabs, environment, and I'll put hiding spot trigger. Boom. And where do I put it? It's like just above the floor. Okay. So save that, planter 7, and we'll go into planter 4 and put it in here as well. I think you lower it, right? Well, hang on. Hiding spot trigger and the radius 0.2. Radius. Boom boom. Input variable 0.2. Okay. Point 0.5. How come it doesn't? There we go. Okay. Save that. So all of these should be able, you should be able to hide in them then. And then what I also wanted to do is make it so we can hide in these logs. I'm still not sure how to do this. There's like so many different ways that like offer their own little. I think if you're in it, I think I should basically treat this like the bush that you could be inside of. Yeah. So. I think, let me see. If I put a mesh collider on this, I think if I put a mesh collider on this and we turn it on to environment, I think it's going to be too tiny for us to fit in. Certainly that's too tiny, right? Let's actually try it. I'm gonna try to play this muted. Let's bring the candle with us. Which one did I put it on? This one. Okay, so you bump into it if you're just standing. If you're crouching, still bumping into it. This one, Actually, let's try putting a collider on this one. I'm gonna keep the game playing. This one's, I feel like, almost big enough, maybe? What if I made it a little bit bigger? I feel like these logs are getting kind of crazy big now, though. Let's see. No, it's still too big. I might just have to fake what the collider is, or even like, yeah, because this is becoming like a massive tree. This kind of gets rid of the whole like fun. Oh, I'm crawling through a thing, you know, like now it's just, it feels a little silly. It's like a whole tunnel. Like this, geez, how big does this thing have to be? Really? Holy shit. I'm actually surprised. Wait. Oh. No. I get kind of jammed in here, huh? Okay. So it might have to be sort of a trick. Let's pull this back away. Because like I feel like something this small you can still crawl through, but like it just wouldn't be the crawl animation. It'd be something a little different. Same thing with this one. Let's make it a little smaller. Let's see. Is that too small now? That might be a little too small. This one feels just right. I mean, to be honest, I feel like you should still even be able to crawl into something like this thin. So I think what I'll do is I'll have these be like interactable, that you can come over here and then like interact with them, and then you crawl in here, and then you're just fully hidden, and then you can somehow. Or maybe when you interact with these, it can make the character. Let's see, the character controller is currently. Let's see, what if I made it 0.5, 0.1. Oh, that's the center. Shit, 0.8. Change it back. The height is, let's say, 0.25. 0.5? Okay. Does my guy fit in there if I'm like this? Kind of, almost, huh? Oh yeah, you do. So what if I just make it so that... Well, this one doesn't have a collider on it. This one does. This does have a collider on it. But at least you can, like... I think there's ways to finesse that, too. Yeah, maybe there's a way where it's like, if I interact with it, then it puts you at the smallest crouching level. I could also just change what the smallest crouching level is. I don't know what I ever was thinking as far as like this being. Let's look inside. So it's like if you, I used to like crouch behind this. Cause then 0.25 is like way too short, huh? Height, 0.25. Then you're like this tiny. This feels like way too tiny. Yeah, this is basically prone. So, okay. Let's go back outside one more time. I think that if because then there's this other aspect of like, well, this one doesn't have a collider on it, right? And then if I just crouch right here and I go through it like this still feels okay-ish. I can make this a little bit bigger and then tell it like, like it could be a combination of you E to interact with it, which makes you climb in, which then try shrinking myself one more time. What does 0.5 look like? Does 0.5 work too? It does. Okay. Oh, and you kind of pop out. So if you make yourself 0.5, feels a little risky. Feels a little risky. So the other thing I was thinking of a long time ago was that like when you interact with these logs, that it essentially just leaves your character controller there, and then you are just kind of like perfectly hidden in it. And then you just move the camera around inside. That it's kind of like this one. Because the bushes, your character controller basically stays the same. But in this one, right here, right now, I'm just a camera in this. So if I like focus in on the player, oh, I guess actually it's not 100% true. I for whatever reason I thought the player like goes right here, but okay, so the player does go like right here, and the camera is just moved down, I guess. Oh, that's right, because the player does have to walk out of it. That's right. So let's get some food really quick. Let's just eat this. Okay. Oh, it's because I'm tired, huh? Yeah, I guess it's not too bad of an idea to just come over to a log that you want to crawl through, and then maybe you just interact. It tells your character controller to shrink down to 0.2 whatever, or 0.5, and then while you're in it, this still behaves like the bushes do, because these bushes right now, if I'm just right in here, I'm considered hidden because they're just doing like an overlaps check. So I could just change the type of overlaps that it's running, and I could just make it basically go the extend as a a bounding box of whatever the log you're crawling through is. So as long as you're within that bounding box, you're considered hidden. Now the only thing is like what happens when you exit. It's like when you exit it. I'm just trying to think about how do you return the character's height. Because if interacting with the log is the thing that makes you small enough to fit inside of this log. What the hell? Oh shit, because I'm so tired. That's a really funny way that the candle drops. Yeah, because if... I'm gonna put the candle down. If I interact with it, it shrinks me down, and then I go inside. It is doing an overlaps check and setting the is in cover. It's just setting is in cover, is in cover, is in cover over and over and over again. It actually doesn't set it on you. It just sets it. It just sends the event if you leave it. So it sends the event once when you enter it and sends the event once when you leave it. So it's an on enter and on exit condition. I guess it could do an additional check that says, were you in something that makes your character shrink, basically? Like, were you in a extra small hiding spot? And if you are, then send this additional event that makes your character controller go back to some like normal size or whatever. I'm not a huge fan of that, but it might be the best option I have. It might be the best option. What do the frames look like on this right now? These aren't good frames. I know I'm running OBS and stuff, but 45 frames is not good. 50 frames. I think it's because I added those extra things. Let's see, we're looking at anywhere between 42 to 46. 47, okay. We'll just say between 40 and 50, right? And then if I take these bushes and I just full-blown deactivate them. Huh. Frame rate has not increased. So what is it then? What changed? Become home. That's actually kind of crazy that I'm averaging in these numbers right now. Let me see if I stop this and then play it again. Getting a tiny bit sidetracked, but I am curious. Yeah, it starts at 86. I wonder if there's some... Oh, no, actually it's going down again. How performant is this? I wonder what my main culprits are. I'll have to look at the profile later. The profiler. I wonder what my main culprits are. Also, I know that this is fucking with my frames a little bit because I'm running OBS. It definitely floats a little higher when OBS is not running. I mean, at least since the last time I checked. Last time I checked, I was floating around 80 frames. Okay, so what does he do? What does he do? What does he do? Let's take a look at the player controller to see if there's any... Let's see. Player... I guess it could be in crouch, maybe? Maybe in crouch there's an additional thing that it forces me into, where it's like, it's a, like a hiding spot crouch. And it could make me do the crouch. And maybe that's the only place where I can do that. I just don't like... I also don't like the idea of like the player going to a log, interacting with it to do the super tiny crouch, and then leaving and like not even going into the log, and just being like, now I'm gonna use this extra tiny mode to do other things in the game in this extra tiny mode. It feels too much like a hack. So I guess I could have it. Yeah, I guess I could still have it do the thing where it sends an event when it leaves. Okay, so let's assume that I can send a super tiny crouch event to you when you enter, and a stop super tiny crouching event when you leave. let's assume I can do that, and let's take a look at these hiding spot triggers, what they actually do. So it sends this get out of hiding spot event. That could be in the crouch as well. And then play hiding sounds, and this one says in hiding spot. Okay. Because I wouldn't want it to force that on you if you're just going through the bushes. So maybe this FSM does an additional check where it says, are you Damn, there's not a lot of really easy answers for this. They all feel very hacky. I can change this music. Actually, how about now? Well, it's only the player that's ever hiding in the log. The log isn't going to be accessible to, for example, the young woman or the husband. I think the only other thing that it's kind of could hide is the player's baby. And then I guess potentially also the dead baby, the newborn. I think I need to do some thinking off stream. I think I'm gonna end stream right now. Little low energy today. I didn't have my caffeine at all. Totally skipped my caffeine. So it's been a little hard to function today. But I will try to hop back on later. We will see. We will see. Kaido Dev, Yag, Killer Potato, Mr. Square Peg, everybody, Booyah. I hope if Booyah's never gonna fucking see this VOD. Fuck you, Booyah. I hope you did really well on your Japanese car test. But to everybody else who swung by or who might be still hanging around, thanks for coming by and hanging out, keeping me company, having a nice chat. Yeah, sorry this was a short one today. I'm finding myself still a little stuck, and these are typically the things that I like to solve off stream because too much of it is me sitting around like pondering. So hopefully I will see you all sooner than later, just so I can get back to work on this shit and exit the theoretical zone and get to the pragmatic zone.